also possibilities in the future of the TikTok. And I was like telling the girls that, well, it is easier for now, but I see how it can be evolved in the future. Like if we started to like have partnership and sponsor and fundings, then that's going to be more complicated, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like the things. But okay, let's jump in. I think today's chair is Cynthia, right?
I think it's you.
Moso.
It hasn't been
But
changed.
it's you.
The last one is yeah, I remember last Wednesday Shalin became my secretary on behalf of Sin my
Fine.
husband.
Okay. I love being chair anyway. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to HR's So today I'm going to be the chair, and I believe Cynthia is going to be the secretary today. So let's actually have a look at the cards now. So going to the campaigns, first card is about hiring digital marketing. I would say it's still considered as slow pace. Like the number of applicants is like really slowly increasing. I'm not sure why, but yeah, maybe to the one that distributed the post can distribute again, or like looking up for a new channels to distribute it. Maybe up. Actually, questions to Kiki. Do we have this posted on LinkedIn yet?
We posted on LinkedIn. Yes. So in LinkedIn, we prioritize four. Me and Shalin prioritize four roles. First, field marketing specialist, and also digital marketing, and then front end, and the last one is HER. So yeah, of course, we post it on LinkedIn, and the poster to university is still going on as well. And as I noted in all campaigns, distribution post means the external parties who actually posted our
Yeah,
poster.
I
So
see.
so it's not the outreach numbers; it's the ones who actually post that. So yeah.
I see. Okay. Okay. So for yeah, I'm not sure why is it like slowing down. Maybe like how I see it in the future. Maybe for the marketing, I would allocate to digital marketing too, if it's possible, because it's pretty much well related. So yeah, that's it. Maybe for Kiki can boost more for having more job posts, yeah, on the university specifically. Okay, and then for the next part, for the new employee request for marketing specialist, over to you, Shalin.
Okay, thank you, Ara. So currently we still haven't really distributed more. We still have one post on LinkedIn, but the applicants number increased from 75 to 92. And for on-site trial applicants, can I ask you, Ara, is this like the applicants, the one WhatsApp number that you sent me yesterday, does that count? Okay.
Oh, that's one. That one, I think, since he's like looking for specifically financial things, so I would offer him for the canvassing part. So I'm not sure. Is it like the same with this one, or you divided it?
Field marketing specialist, yeah, the role is actually canvassing, but this is only like a temporary role for like 2 to 3 months. If the candidate is really good and has cultural fit, then we can take the person as a full timer.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think it can be added here then if it's like the same.
Okay, then I'll update that later. Currently the job description is almost done, so I'll update it on LinkedIn and post it somewhere else as well. And moving on to PD chapter. So PD chapter distribution post is 6. We have 13 applicants in total. We have one product owner, 7 UI UX designer, one front end developer, and one quality assurance, and 3 back end applicants. So we have 4 first interview candidates, 3 from UI UX, and 1 from back end. So yeah, that's the update.
Okay, thank you, Shillings. And then the next one over to Kiki for HAR. I think we're good, but let's hear from the update.
Thank you for the update so far. For the distribution post, it's still stuck actually. Still five do is the one who already shared our poster, and the applicants as well. I believe it's still in the number of 20, but the conversion rate from applicants to trial and chapter ready new hires is good so far for me personally. The next step that I would like to do is I will ask Andre and the rest of HR team feedback their feedbacks regarding the chapter this new chapter reading hires. So yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, thank you, Kiki. Also, because we put this as a campaign card because it's a request again, right? So we have to be SLA compliance.
Yeah. Mm.
And I would consider this as done. Why? Because Andre already gave a pass to both, to Maria and to Lisa, meaning to say that we already fulfill the request itself. So I think it's time to shifting the focus from to like put it aside and more focused on the other requests like from Bayu and from Jing S in digital marketing. So yes, I think that can be considered as done, as in we're already on board two candidates.
Okay,
Okay,
noted.
and then for this one is still going on. I'm waiting for the result for finance actually. If Abror is going to be accepted, the verdict from the CL is going to be accepted and is also considered done. But I'm still processing up until today for and the current status quo. If just in case Abror is not accepted, we still have three interns applying and five full time that is ready for the next batch. So if Abror is not onboarded, I would dedicate the next trial specifically for finance to onboarded five people coming in for full time. So yes, that's for this one. I think that's the update for the campaigns, and then let's go to the mains project supporting campaigns. Maybe over to you, sir, for the first BPE talk.
Sure. Let me actually put these in the right sequence. So number 6 is happening tomorrow, and I'll start a discussion on what we could actually improve on eTalk 6, but looks pretty good. Cynthia, how many total registrations do we have at the moment? I think it's 170 some, right?
Sorry, sir. I will check.
Yeah.
Can you hear? Okay. It's about 180 something.
Okay, good. About 180 something coming from, I believe, 12 different countries. So this will be
Yes.
really
There
international.
are for UC Berkeley as well.
Yay! Good. UC Berkeley's coming. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
They made it. All right. I think we discovered a real gold mine here. I was really surprised during the outreach how much interest there is in this subject. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of, I don't know. There seems like a lot of webinars, but maybe not enough on data science yet. So most of the audiences and the speakers were fairly interested in participating. We're having a rehearsal this evening, so I'll be getting together with Shintia to fix the deck, and then we and our co-host at DSC, UGM and DSC UE will be joining us along with the four speakers and the moderator. So we'll be doing a rehearsal. The actual event will be held in Shin's NTU room, but that should be okay. We'll get in the room about half an hour before to do the technical bar. There's no presentation. It's just speakers respond to the moderator's questions. Okay, that's it. So it's all moving ahead and it's ready to launch tomorrow. Back to the chair.
Okay, thank you, sir. Awesome. Yes, I think so. So, just to add up a little insight to everyone, I invited some media in Liputan 6 to attend this things, and the response is actually good. Like they're interested on how the speaker is interesting from Tokopedia, Google, and everything. So yeah, they're considering to actually attend the BPE talk to publish later on about the event itself on Liputan 6.
Nice.
Okay, and that's one. And then for the next one, our BP Talk 7. So yeah, previously before the Scrum, we had meetings about this one regarding all the things. And so far, the only frictions is just one, the time. So the date is already fixed, which is going to be on the 28th. But the time for the speaker itself, that is going to be agreed, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon or evening. So that one, and then another thing is that just the audience. We already started to do the pre invitations, but we will have like entire full invitations once the form is ready and the poster is ready to send. My questions to you, sir, what is this number exactly? Since we don't have the Bitly specifically or link to click for BV Talk 7, so what is this 215 clicks?
Oh no, this was just a example here. So
Okay.
I posted a comment on this. Um, this was to show how many surveys that we had been doing before and after my eTalk 11, which was at ETB. So when I did the talk at ETB, I got like 125 surveys done. So I was wondering, why aren't we getting more surveys done at our BVE talk? So this was just to raise awareness about that.
Okay. Okay, sir. So yeah, basically we set the deadline. The forms will be ready by this weekend. So
Mhm.
after the weekend, we can start to calculate how many clicks that is coming in already. So that's for the update for BFA Talk 7 and the frictions. Let's go on the 8th one. Over to you, sir.
Okay, 8 is the continuation of 6. So since we have momentum going on this e-talk about data science, I've already set a date and a co-host. So we're going to do this on November 12th, and the co-host is going to be DSC Itebe, and probably some other co-hosts. I'm going to try to get some co-hosts in other regions like Australia or, I don't know, Thailand or wherever, so that we can kind of keep on broadening this since we're on a roll. Um, we might be able to find co-hosts during the meeting, right? So that's another opportunity just to take the momentum from this one and transfer it to the next one. So yeah, we have a date fixed and a time. We just need more co-hosts and speakers, which we have none at the moment. That's pretty much it. Yeah, but I will make a teaser announcement along with eTalk 7 at the eTalk 6 tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. That's
Uh,
going to be great.
okay.
So okay, and then for thank you, sir, for the updates. And then let's go over. Oh yeah, sir. Also, just an insight and to everyone. Are you planning to recruit other people from HR at 48 one
Am I planning to recruit other people in HR for probably
for a comedy?
for number 8? Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then yes. Next one then over to Kiki for the virtual job fair, again virtual job fair.
Yeah, thank you. For this, the only update that I have is regarding the applicants. We got two additional applicants knowing us from BV Talk and including the semester OGM campaign. And also, I'm currently waiting the progress of two candidates who are currently in trial now, which is Ausan and Fona. So yeah, that's the updates so far.
Okay. Okay. Okay, then thank you for Kiki for the updates, and then let's go over for the friction itself. So maybe let's go first over to Kiki. Is there any update frictions that you're facing right now?
For the friction, so far, no particular friction. It's just that it is my first time to conduct an employee offboarding process for Indomie Group, and I already discussed that with Shin so far. So yeah, it's no particular friction actually.
Okay, next over to Shalin.
No, I think, but just to update, I'm waiting for some results from the chapter leads for trial, and also for the NDA signs as well. I think I sent to everyone yesterday already. Now I'm waiting for them to sign the document. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and then to Cynthia.
I think there's no from me because I think it's more on PR side. So yep, I will deliver it on Thursday.
Okay, okay. So from my side, there's no specific frictions. Maybe for looking at the SLA, it's just Jing also get back to me like, why do we need 2 days to actually onboarded people after the trials? Then I said that because we need the chapter lead predict whether it's going to be a pass or not. Ideally, perfectly, actually, by the end of the day of their last day, the chapter lead can already fill out, right, whether it's a pass or not. But yeah, again, sometimes people are not as disciplined, I guess, or they said that they have things to do, so that's why we put 2 days. But yeah, so far the status quo only Andre that gave the verdict to pass both candidates. For the rest, we're still waiting. Okay, I think that's. Let's go actually to the discussion management paper. So, Mr. Secretary, would you please help to share your screen? Oh, good. So we're SLA compliance then for front end and UI UX. Good, good. Okay, so yeah, let's go to the discussions. Let's see which topic that would like to prioritize. Mm, okay, so maybe to the improvement of BVE talk, since we're having like the closest one is BVE talk, maybe over to Jing about the improvement BVE talk.
Sure. Okay. As I've discussed with a few of you already, I think we've stumbled upon something that is actually really good. What we have is we have product market fit at the moment. So this is actually pretty exciting. This is how you know whatever you're selling seems to be able to continuously fill an insatiable gap. So when you have this, you have the basis of a startup, basically. You have something that you can really keep on driving more and more and more and innovate a lot on. So there's a few things that I've noticed where this can apply, and this applies strategically, but also in sort of a progressive way. Strategically, we have BVE Talk right now fulfilling HR needs, but we don't have BVE Talk fulfilling partnership needs or potentially even guest needs. And that is an interesting dimension that you can expand on. What if instead of, let's say, what if you could start a BVE Talk for guests, some sort of online guest experience whereby they can understand more about Balinese culture, Indonesian culture through this sort of medium, some sort of way of getting guests to experience what we kind of can experience here. Would that be able to grow the guest funnel for people who are coming into Bali, our potential guests? More closely, can we actually just use BVE Talk for partnerships as well? So currently, if you think of this, right, before we thought of employees as people who work at Bukit Vista, but now we think of employees as a little bit broader, not the people who are currently working, but people who are aware of Bukit Vista, people who are considering working at Bukit Vista, and then finally the conversion people who actually work here. So we're thinking about it more as a full funnel. So what if we could apply that to, let's say, partnerships as well? We think of partners as people who currently are working with Bukit Vista, but we don't think of it as people who are aware of Bukit Vista, people who are considering working with Bukit Vista, and so on. So I think this idea can be exported to different chapters. That's one. And it's following the same format. It's find an expert who really knows what they're talking about, find an audience, either internal or external, that is interested in the subject, connect them, and you start a community around this. So that's kind of like at a strategic level. The next thing is about innovations. I think we already realized that some things are not optimal. Shindy and I discussed this, and we saw that there's 500 clicks to our Bitly link, but we only get about 170 registrations, right? So about 300 people dropped off. What we realized is that when we sign up on Google Form, it's not the best way to sign up. One, it doesn't get us any website traffic, which is good because we should direct everything to our website. That way we generate better search engine results. And two, the website offers a more full picture about what BVE Talk is. So just like interns all sign up from a landing page on the website, I think that now we should also have all attendees, speakers sign up on the website. We need to modify the registration form. Shinti and I talked about it. We saw that certain people without Gmail accounts, I know they're very rare, but I guess it happens, But if you don't have a Gmail account, you can't sign up. So that's another friction. So we need to think of a way to reduce that sign up friction. And then more about the eTalk itself. I see that there's a lot of more things we can do. Remember, now that we've discovered this, there's probably going to be a lot of other people who will try to copy this idea, if not, whatever, right? So we're going to need to think about how are we going to make this different? What are we going to do to make this more unique? There's a few ideas I'm running through at the moment. One is we eliminate Q&A. Q&A is sort of like where the momentum slows down at the end anyway. So why not just put the Q&A as part of the Slido? So essentially, if you have a question, ask the question. The audience will upvote or downvote the question live, and then the moderator will pick the questions that are the most engaging to ask the speakers. That way, we can get more out of it. The next thing is that we should look for high tier speakers from top companies. Look for senior people who want to connect. We've done that already through Startup Masterclass, so we get people who are influential, so to speak, professionally influential. And that part I think is pretty cool. The next thing I think that we can do that's fairly unique is that we have moderated discussions, which is very rare. Usually people just go and they listen to somebody present a slide deck. And I think a moderated discussion is where you can stir up debate, you can get drama, you can create almost like a playful competition between different speakers. For example, tomorrow we'll have an e-talk between Tokopedia, Google, and Bukalapak and Gojek. So we can ask questions like, who has the best data scientists, right? Why is your data science program better than ones at other places? Or these ways of getting them to really reveal and be truly authentic, so that when you're coming to listen to this, you're not just listening to people say simple, agreeable things, you're listening to a live debate. Okay, anyway, these are just ideas I want to float out. It's a big topic. Probably we need to sync up just by itself about this one. But does anybody want to add any other textures or flavors or ideas to the pot? Back to the chair.
Okay, I'll come last. Maybe let's go around over to Kiki.
I'll be the last as well. I need to think further.
I can't have two last weeks.
Okay, to Shalin.
Yeah, I think we can also have like BV talk for like property owners and also guests, but like we need to know like their interests first so that like we can know like what kind of e-talk we're going to give them. And also I think like through our existing like partnership with the owners and also our interaction with the guests, maybe we can like have maybe we can have their suggestion on like what are the things they're interested about, so that we can do something about it and like present the BBE talk with their align with their interest. And for the landing page, yeah, I think it would be better to direct the participant, the audience, to the landing page. It also increases our SEO. And yeah, I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Shalin. Over to Cynthia.
Okay. From me, I think yeah, it will be great. First of all, for the maybe I will go to Shelin first because we need to know what kind of topic that maybe make guests interest, or maybe we should do the virtual party for the guests on in-house in Bukit Vista. We don't know. We could do that, but I'm not sure that is still with Ethel or not. And then it's really possible for the partner. Uh, Actually, BPE Talk is inspired as well from the first webinar partner that held by community team and also Lily's. And then
Oh, yeah, that's right.
yeah, yeah. So I think that's really possible to make another PVA talk that time, like the town hall, if I'm not wrong, that time.
Mhm.
And then also yes, actually for the registration, exactly, we're still in a discussion right now. What kind of platform is really good and maybe easier Also, maybe I have a discussion with VD as well about the MailChimp. So when they register, they will directly receive the confirmation letter, and I think it will make the time effective as well. It will be a great idea when the next BPE talk. So yeah, I think for the method for the stir up debate and playful debate, it will be so interesting. And yeah, we should be authentic and different. I think yeah, it will be a good point for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Cynthia. And then from my side, interesting, sir. Yeah, when you said that Buffet Talk is becoming started to become even a new company. I mean, like different vision mission. I think it's very normal. Why? Because originally this idea came up in the fields of university relations, right? So it's not came up. It's not an innovation created by community chapters or HR chapters. So it's where it excel the ideas of awareness for PR and recruitment for HR. So for we do have exactly for guests which already been conducted by Lilis if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mhm.
But I'm not sure like it's just one shot or is it like should be like I think it should be developed from that specifically things which is possible. And for the topics I think it's very easy. It's basically the objective is going to be like how to make people interested with us, right? By having discussion on how we handle things, and then yeah, basically just about how casually about what is Bukit Vista doing casually for the outside, for the potential partner, not just like for existing partners, right? And then for the NF vote, I think that's already been done since the last with UGM FEB. I think Cynthia already set it up with like everyone needs to upvote or downvote questions so that we can pick which one should be answered. And then for responding to moderator discussion, yes, I would say it's interesting. As I earlier I talked to Jing regarding the Mata Najwa talks where the moderator is just stuck there, but to have like a what is it? Not attacking, but to make them like say something that can actually be what is it? Discussed and a debate with. So I think that should be like powerful in terms of the moderator itself. In that sense, the moderator have like a good knowledge and also what is it? Yeah, a good understanding about the topics and the theme of the BPE talk itself. So it is good, but yeah, we have to be very wise on the selection on who is the moderator later on for
Guess
the debate.
what?
What, sir?
Would person who is good at chairing be a good moderator?
That is only about the skill, right,
Right.
sir? But not about the knowledge of the topic or
Sure.
the field. For example, me, I'm like good at chair, but I can't moderate like the SC things.
You
Understand.
probably could. You could say, "Hey, that doesn't make any sense to me. Could you explain it to like a 5-year-old, right?" And just insist for them to simplify it and simplify it. I've seen that work actually, where it's actually quite. It's actually good to be the person who understands the least as the moderator, because then if imagine the moderator was the most understanding person in the room and nobody else understood, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, right,
The
right.
moderator is just talking with the speakers and everyone, so that's good. But everyone else is like, what the hell are they talking
Yeah, yeah, I see. Okay,
about?
yes, right. Okay. Yeah, okay, then that's good. And then for the next one, for this is just also another iteration that I think needs to be put on the next PPE talk. Is that remember me and Nadine how we came up to Jing directly after the seminar, right?
Yeah.
Currently, I see that we don't have that chance to anyone.
Yes.
So I think we can put I don't know like Jing's phone number or like specifically contact person that can be contacted right after the meeting.
Or why don't we just hang in the meeting? Hey, we're gonna have a few just jam session after the meeting. If you want to hang out and talk whatever,
Yeah,
just
yes,
stay behind, right?
yes, that can be possible too. That we stay for like what next 30 minutes or 15
Yeah,
minutes.
kind of like just a huddle, right? If you have any personal questions you'd like to ask,
Yep,
then we're gonna stay. And nobody does that yet, right?
no one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the ending is always abrupt. It's always like bye.
yeah, exactly. So that's like usually how it happened in every seminar is that okay, that's the end of the session. So everybody is now, yeah, that's it. And then the comedy is just going to have a debrief with the speakers only,
Right.
but not having an engagement to the audience itself. So maybe
Ah,
we can divide like, okay, we still have one to have a debrief with speaker to say thank you guys, awesome and insightful. That's fine. That's like one comedy, and then for the most interesting, which is Mr. Jing Choyang, can stay in the room to engage with the speakers, right? Which you are always be the one that is getting the attention. So yeah, that's it, and that's like what I can think of right now
okay.
because yeah, no
But
one
we'll
would.
add it. We'll add it. I think that's a good idea. Okay. Yep.
So yes, I think that's pretty much from my side. Over to Kiki.
Yeah, I think you guys already covered it up. Maybe I would like to add some things regarding audience for the audiences itself. If we want to, let's say, plan a BV talk and target at different audiences, usually we target a future employee or candidates, right? Because it's easy. We have university and in education institutional and stuff like that. But let's say if we want to target audiences or maybe property owners, for example, so, is there any property owners group or community in Indonesia? And yeah, of course, I believe there are some, and I believe we have. But how to reach bigger audiences? How to reach bigger audiences and make it more impactful? So yeah, it can be developed by, let's say, partnering with governments or and yeah stuff. So yeah, and the rest for the moderator debate, yeah, I do agree. We can apa? We need to be selective and stuff, but it can be also a platform for our employees to develop themselves as well in terms of moderating or chairing a discussion, a fluid discussion. Apa sih? If we want to use what is that? If we want to use this kind of e-talk when the Q&A session is like mata najwa, or we want to apa sih, we want to make it more fluid, then yeah it can be our employees platform to develop themselves as a moderator, I believe. So yeah, that's from my side.
Okay, thank you, Kiki. So yeah, that's basically wrap up things. I hope everyone, including Jing, can get some new ideas based on the discussion today. And then the next priority to discuss is actually from Sin. So Sin was asking about system of co-hosts. So Sin asked, do they just help us publicize the event, and then after the event help us to publish article with backlinks, or how exactly it looks like? Maybe over to you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, they help us. Okay, so the purpose of the co-host is two purposes. One, we're unable to reach certain audiences without the tools that the co-hosts have. We generally reach our audience through what, like email, but we know a lot of students don't use email, so we need to be on mailing lists or WhatsApp groups, line groups. So the co-host gets us more penetration into the student market. So yes, they help us publicize the event, and we trade a little publicity for them too. They get a little publicity in return. And yeah, they afterward they help us publish the article with backlinks. Ideally, if we're really good in the future, the co-host just organizes the event, and we just bring the speakers.
Yeah, but that's like long term.
Yeah, like the co-host just organize everything, and they do the legwork. But I think yeah, for this time, it's also we want to have long-term relationships with the co-hosts because the co-hosts probably are going to be where we recruit from in the future. So if we're going to recruit software engineering talent, we know DSC now, and we've done something with them. So we can ask them, hey, when we have a job posting, would you be kind enough to post our internship offer? And they would probably say yes. So that's the idea of co-hosts. It's like having a relationship with Patular, right, at UGM, so that once that relationship is settled, then we can always go to these clubs and organizations to ask for talent.
Okay. 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 And then the question is, sir, do you have any limitations or specifically just one co-host for one BP talk?
No, more is better. I mean, you could have 50 co-hosts, but that gets a little bit messy. But yeah, I mean, if you could get 50 co-hosts, why not? So instead of sponsors, we ask for co-hosts, right? At the moment, um, no limitations. I think it just has to be, yeah, just kind of within the right family, right, of universities.
Because I just checking to the girls this earlier before this that for the BP Talk 7, we already have three yeses for the co-host, which is same. And then the second one is from Kiki ya. Apa Kiki? Which
Okay.
university? And then you also have
NTU.
oh yeah, NTU.
Okay.
And then from your side, I heard that you also outreach for CFDS, right?
Yeah, but I didn't get to
Oh,
say yes. They didn't say yes yet, so they're just, you know, uh,
Yeah. So yeah, we're seeing like, is it only one co-host allowed for one BP talk, or is
more is better. More is better. I think the long term benefit of BVE talk is actually the relationship with the co-host, right? The long term benefit, you have a relationship with the co-host now, and they can help you drive future events. They can help you hire. So you don't need to go to job boards anymore to hire people. You can just go to your co-host and say, hey, look, I need interns for this, or I'm hiring a digital marketing manager, or whatever. And your co-host will probably like you, or they at least know who you are, right? So why not? Yeah.
so mainly about getting the audience and publishing for audience and publishing for the articles and hire from them. Yeah, that's like
All
co-host.
kinds of benefits, yeah. All pretty much, it's like a universe of little benefits all there, yeah, from the collaboration, the backlink, the relationship, and the event management. Yeah.
I see.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Then I think that's confirmation already confirmed. Is there any other discussion that you guys would like to ask regarding co-host itself? Over to Kiki.
hmm, I think lost it. So far it's good.
Okay, Shelin.
Yeah, I think to follow up from our discussion just before Scrum. So this is the co-hosts, like what the co-hosts are doing from our side, but how, like, I want to see how we see it, like if we see it from the co-host side. I mean, like for the
What's
roles,
their benefit, right?
right?
They get speakers that they otherwise wouldn't be able to get, and they get an audience equal to the sum of all the other co-hosts that wouldn't come otherwise. So it's a little bit like Stone Soup. If let's say one DSC club was going to host an event, they probably wouldn't get the event seen by hundreds of people, right? In different countries. So the idea is when you bring everyone together, everyone gets more brand awareness about their own organization to a wider audience. So that part makes it cool. If you think about it, how many people have heard of DSC right now? At least 500, right? The people that clicked on the Bitly link. So we have 500. They got 500 impressions on that each, and they got another. They're getting the same marketing benefits as we are, right, along the entire stage. So this is why I prefer to work with organizations that are a little bit newer that show high potential, because they probably go, yeah, sure, we need brand awareness, right? So this is a good brand awareness event for them. Um, Most organizations, they need new people coming in because they have a fixed amount of people leaving every year, right? When people graduate, they leave the organization, so they have to have a succession system. So this is a way to help them also grow their organizations to a level. And we're bringing talent that they would otherwise be, let's say, have a hard time. Really, our chief value here is our outreach. Our ability to outreach and find the speakers is our main selling point. If they want to do it themselves, then we probably no difference, right? But it's that they don't do it. That's where we offer value, and that's where we can host these events and invite them to also come. Mhm.
Okay, so is there any other question, Shelin?
No, that's all for me. Thank you, sir.
Okay, last to Cynthia. Do you have any question regarding co-hosts? Okay. Okay, then let's go to the next discussion. This is also from Jing about a milestone. So over to you, sir.
I'll defer to Shaylin's actually on the employee engagement survey. I think that one might be a little bit more urgent. This one is just this one we can talk about later. Yeah, interim milestones. Yeah, probably do.
Okay, over to you, Shelin, then.
Okay, I'll share my screen. Wait. Okay, can you all see?
Yep.
Okay. So far we have 16 responses. Well, it increased one through yesterday. So yeah. I think almost everyone fill it, except from IT product. But yeah, some people from BI and marketing also in IT product. So I don't think that matters. So okay. So firstly on campaign structure on Scrum. So I think almost everyone are in it, but there's
One
this one
person.
person that is not involved. Okay. And then most of them say to improve the program, and 40% of them say run the program as is. Okay, here's the reason. Okay, so should be more efficient in terms of data collection. Structure is good because there's the chairman who leads the course of Scrum, and also it's a great structure. Communication should be improved. Fix funnel update about this. Like the problem is within like updating funnels. Maybe like there's some miscommunication or some like miscoordination in updating the funnels. So yeah. Somehow in other case need to update small improvement but not in the funnel. Okay. So the program support to achieve the external SLA, it's working pretty well. But yeah, there might need to be some polishing here and there. There's slightly messy coordination the last time I attended one. Yeah, made it easier for everyone. So yeah. However, we always tend to go overtime every scrum. So instead of calling it overtime, might as well just extend the scrum duration. And yeah, I think most of them are good about it, but some like there are some like communication issues, like for example in updating the funnels in stages of the funnels and such. So yeah, that's for the campaign scrum. And then second one is time blocking. So 13 people said yes, they implement time blocking, and 3 said no. Yay. Most of our employees and interns are using Google Calendar. Some of us use a notebook and sticky notes and to-do list on their phones as well. And this person is unaware of time blocking, but in the past he did state which time he would be like available on Google Calendar. So I think it should be considered as yes as well. Okay, moving on. Okay, same percentage as above, but majority wants to improve the program. So, okay, so it's clear on everyone's bandwidth, but need to improve on awareness on accepting, like tentatively accept or declining an event. So, and then GCal is very useful, and we're gonna do vacation. Improve platform. Okay, seems like not all people are aware of this. It makes it hard to schedule a time with them, which is the case some of us are experiencing. Also, this one, we can use the same language for this, like indicate in our calendar whether we are flexible or fixed with our schedule. So yeah, makes it more easier to see mine and other people's work as well. Okay, I don't block time unless necessary. Mostly I use tasks as opposed of blocking so that people can still invite to for pairing sessions. Okay, some people block their entire time of the day, making others hard to book their calendar. I think this happens pretty often. Okay. Improve communication between colleagues, then it should stay implemented or maybe improve. I still have issues contacting people sometimes. He helps my time management and increases communication efficiency. So overall, I think some people are not really aware of time blocking. I'm not really sure why. Um, And also, time blocking, like especially on GCal, helps them to like communicate better, to have pairing sessions. But the friction is that some people like they block the time, their calendar, or like almost like their calendar is almost full, that people cannot really like go to them and have like discussions or pairings. And yeah, I think mostly the friction is on that side. Okay, so move on to intern trial program. So 75% of people are involved. Okay, and most of them like it is most of them wants it to be improved. So yeah, let's see their responses. Okay. Okay, shadowing structure needs to be more clear and relevant to the role. So far it's been interesting and challenging for interns. Maybe, oh, this is from one of our interns actually. It's necessary to prioritize tutorial materials, which one is more urgent and studied first, general or specific materials. Okay. Necessary to make deadlines and checklists on each material, not just one deadline for all pre-trial material. For example, in the first week, you have to finish studying general material. 8 to day 10, you have to finish watching and reviewing videos. And after you finish, you have to check your assignment or lesson. I think I already put their deadlines on that. Maybe it's not clear enough. Okay. So the issue is here, interns can be more organized and learn more priority materials without running out of time. So I think the friction here is more into like prioritization of the task. Also, we need to drill down the skills and motivation that mentee have. Great mentee is when he or she able to give fresh ideas and find the blind spot that can improve our system. Okay. Make the trial program guideline paper more specific so that those in charge know what to do. Fix the materials. Okay, so each of them need to have fixed schedule about what will they get from each person. Let's say shadowing CL. CL needs to have fixed materials to be shared with the intern. And also considering a break time for them if they've been doing a whole day shadowing. Okay. Okay, next one. Trials normally will improve and have many iteration by time. I agree with this. It's showing constant improvement from the previous ones. The most of the training is from the body and the pairing from multiple people. There should be more emphasis on shadowing and pairing. I think, yeah, I think it's already like improving on that side. And yeah, maybe the idea presentation is unnecessary because I don't see interns that actually do the project. They focus. Okay, so overall from this comment, I think there are some friction since like the interns don't know which one to prioritize, like especially the materials given like pre-trial. Um, chapter lead side as well. Some give like advice to like have the chapter leads prepare some materials to be shared with the interns during their shadowing. And also, yes, Ara.
Okay, I'm not sure how to read this. I mean, shall we go through one and break it down one by one? But because I see that some of them are not valid. For example, for they need to prepare, then prepare. I mean, we already invite the chapter leads 1 week before and blocking their times, right? So why do you think that you still need to prepare? We already notified 1 week beforehand that you are going to be shadowed at this time and this time. So that one is not really valid for me. And then for the other part is that a guideline paper. I don't know if that's actually necessary because actually people are just going to be very simple, right? First, you will get shadowed as if you were a chapter lead, and second, if you're a pairing, then you only have one session pairing sessions with the candidates. The pairing sessions will be you being questions, not you teaching them. So in that sense, there's not much to be prepared also. So I don't know, maybe get over to everyone that is it necessary to have a trials program guideline to the team member? Maybe to Shelin itself.
I think it depends on each of the chapter leads, like which like if there's anything anything specific they want to share to the interns. So I think I'll delegate this to the chapter lead.
But trial program guideline, is it for the chapter lead or is it for the candidates?
Program guideline, I mean, for the next HR in charge.
But
So
this one says that make the trial program guideline paper more specific so those in charge of trial next time know what to do. In charge as in we HR or
yeah, from
HR.
HR side, I mean, since I encountered some problems previously, that one is actually my reason. So yeah, I have some slight frictions like during like at the start of the trial. So yeah, maybe I can update the paper to be more specific on that side.
Okay. Okay, yeah. And then next one is that I think the trials normal will improve. Okay, current trial program. Okay, believe more the learning I've done. Okay, okay. Back to you, Shelin.
Okay, okay, I think that's all for trial program and this part. Okay, so reducing scrum meetings. So almost 70% of our employees are affected. Like their scrum are reduced. So 58.3% of them want to improve the program. So yeah, let's see what's their thoughts on it. Okay. Okay, frequency is fine, but maybe we can have written updates on the card outside Scrum for everyone's pivot or MVP to give visibility on the process. Can be monitored or commented by the CEO, CL, or VCL, or anybody that has visibility. Okay, using Scrum is a great idea. I feel more productive and less pressure at least 1 week. Reducing Scrum to at least 1 week because we don't always like get updates every day. Better than before, but changing the format from face-to-face Scrum to written virtual Scrum. From there, we also learn how to be synchronous on writing without having any sync-ups. Okay. Notice if we reduce, need to have a fixed structure so it will cover the constraints that happen on chapters. Must be okay, must be accompanied with promotion of proper written documentation methods. Central explorer had been sought for the longest time. Some people think that it's optimal. It's already optimal. It's good to reduce as long as we keep connected to each other and the program still aligned. This one, either more time for a meeting or twice a week. We need more time for discussion and brainstorming. So overall, I think majority of the comments here they kind of agree that reduced Scrum meetings helps with their productivity, but they need to emphasize more on communication, especially written ones. Like with the reduce of the Scrum numbers, like the written communication still needs to be improved since like they don't do scrums a lot and there might be like miscommunications. So yeah, and minority like one or two have like things that reduced scrum is actually not enough, so they might want to like add more time for scrums. So okay, but majority says that it's fine. So yeah. Okay. Overall rating, any other programs you'd like us to have? Okay, so far no. Wonder if we can make a chat session outside of work hours to talk about life, since some of us are not physically in the same place. It would be nice to foster like personal relationship outside of work.
Okay.
Okay, keep up the good work, HR team. Thank you. Maintain and improve anniversary and farewell party. Okay. Is it possible to allot time to have interns to help or discuss with other interns? Okay, the intern lunch were also quite nice. It could also help interns who have been here longer practice being a sort of a mentor.
Yes.
I feel like interns all understand each other as we are all on the same level. In general, it could be more enjoyable as we already get to befriend the employees. We should be able to form bonds with interns in other chapters, I think. Not to replace the buddy program though. Okay. Yeah, that's all for the new ideas. Okay. Move on this.
Hello, hello, hello.
All
Yes.
right. Yep.
Just curious. It's maybe a small task to Shillings. Is it anonymous for the one that needs a chat sessions? I mean, we have happy hour, so maybe this person can give an insight on how to have happy hour in the future, right? Maybe it can be improved in terms that we can have a lot of chat session. Or this person is a person that never attend happy hour. I don't know. So that's to see the power
Maybe,
that
maybe they are new intern or
Hey,
yeah, maybe
but
that's why.
I agree with the intern lunch thing. That's a great idea. I think that's
So
actually really smart.
that that's also like not really valid, sir. Why? Because we previously have that. I already always campaigning, hey guys, have a lunch, and no one give have lunch, right? So in that sense, like I don't know, maybe except maybe what we can do
You
since we
have to
have.
nominate somebody to host, and then the host is in.
I did that previously. Yeah, Tara please host, Joseph please host, but it's not working anymore. So yeah, the sustainability is not really good. But since we have like enough interns right now, maybe we can like instead of putting one batch, we can put every interns in one room. So like from every batch.
Oh, I
So
see.
yeah, maybe to gossip about Ara as the scary
Yes.
star, right? So yeah,
The Ara hate club and the Ara fan club.
yes,
All right, hashtag channel Ara fan club. Hashtag channel Gene fan
go-
club.
gossip
exactly.
about the mini in Bukit Vista.
Exactly. I think that can be done. Like not just one batch because one batch is so small, like 4 or 5 people. If 2 people can't attend, then it's very cold meetings, right? But if we have all interns together, I think that's a bigger audience, so that will be interesting.
Gemini hate club. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Maybe start an intern sort of intern only type Slack group, right? Where they can.
Okay, then back to you, Celine.
Okay. Okay. So now it's 2:59. So I'll rush to the other parts. Okay. So this one most of them put a campaign structure on Scrums for their first choice, and then the next one is reduce Scrum syncs up, and then the last choice, the third rank is time blocking. And yeah, for second choice, reduced from sync ups, and then time blocking, campaign structure, and then trial program. Third choice, I think, yeah, it's pretty clear. So yeah, I'll move on next. Okay, what is Bukit Vista discovering well? Opportunities, working culture, brainstorming ideas in its sync up and all hands chapter, integrating with their functions such as Slack, communicate about work and others, see our progress and priority on Trello, excellent core values, okay, learning a working process based on concept, theories, methods, and models, campaign structure, result oriented workflow, which is due to the new campaign structure, SLA reporting, funnel updating, chapter SLA funnel update, funnel, work friction problems, how to improve, reducing time on campaign, how to work efficiently, innovation, BPE talk, my love, talents, discovering new ways to improve efficiency and prioritization. Okay, next one, lacking in terms of discovery, business development, in terms of partnership, like some of our competitors have a lot of good looking villa. If we can improve our discovery, we can also improve our survive mode and future revenue. A system that fix, I think we need to have that so we are not changing things very often. Aspirations need to improve interchapter communication. How to balance GPD and the amount of interns coming into the company. Okay.
What?
How to lead more interns? I guess that's what.
Probably this.
But we won't ever have a system fix. That's so weird. Like
Yeah.
don't do startups. not fix systems, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes where I feel the struggles like I have hired the best talents ever, but still there are people that don't get it. So I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't really see the picture. I agree. Yeah, not changing things. That's the whole point of lean agile, right? Is that you are. Look, if we kept our system, we'd be bankrupt, right? But no, that's the
Well,
world.
maybe so. It's a different perspective.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe in a different perspective. I don't know. Like I don't know. Is anyone see a different perspective of this one, a system that fix? Maybe she's talking or he's talking about another thing. I don't know.
What can you,
Sometimes it's like that, sir. Like
it could be. It
I
could
don't
be.
know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Anyway.
like. Yeah.
I mean, we don't know what kind of system that she or he means.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Maybe he means about I don't know FLA
Mungkin
or
Scrum
how to conduct
system or
every hour.
True. All right.
Yeah.
So if you write and you want
Maybe that
change,
too.
if you want things to change, hey, we shouldn't do anything because if we do anything, then we're changing the system again. So the best way to respond to this one is to ignore it, right? All right, I'm going to listen to you. I'm not going to change
Yeah.
anything.
That's why sometimes. Yeah, sometimes ESS is not so valid. That's why also to Shellings that process it, be wise. Be wise on how to respond to the ESS, right? Like because we're responsible to responding by actions or responding directly. So yeah, by responding you need to see whether it's valid or not.
I think we also, if we can find out who said
So
that,
yeah,
let's
over
look
back to
into who
you.
said that. And it could be something else. But okay, all right, yeah, it's that one's a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I think so. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, we overtime. Oh my god, it's so fun. I'm sorry. Okay, so do we still have other things to review, Shalin?
Yeah, prioritizing well, lacking in terms of prioritization, and this part. Uh, should we should we continue with this? Okay.
Probably can come back on Friday, right?
I think yeah, we can continue on Friday. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay
Sorry
then.
for
I'm
the
sorry for the
overtime.
overtime. It's so fun to see. So okay. Yes.